What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Kansas City? And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the Beat of KC. My name is Lucas Murphy, and today we're going to be talking about a Kansas City Chiefs running back that I don't want a lot of people to count out. And I truly do not believe that the Kansas City Chiefs fan base is actually counting this running back out. I just believe that he sustained a very serious injury. He didn't have quite the best return after that injury, and it truly makes sense why he didn't. It was a lower leg injury. We're going to dive into that. But I truly believe that we're seeing a fully healthy, and yes, if you can't tell from the thumbnail, we're talking about number 10, Isiah Pacheco. So we're going to jump in. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about what we're seeing at training camp right now. Oh boy, are we seeing a healthy Pacheco. But we're also going to kind of talk about really what occurred after that injury and why I truly believe as a Kansas City Chief, he could potentially be the comeback player of the year for this team. So Isiah Pacheco sustained a fractured fibula, and this was during week 2 of the 2024 NFL season, and it was against the Cincinnati Bengals. And he just happened to sustain this injury on a 1-yard carry in the final drive of the game. So he underwent surgery, was placed on the injured reserve. It makes sense why he did. I mean, you're talking about a fractured fibula for a running back. So he went on and actually returned off of injured reserve on November 28th, 2024, and he returned in Week 13 against the Las Vegas Raiders. So from Week 13 through the end of the 2024 NFL regular season, Pacheco accumulated 49 carries for 175 yards. And then the Kansas City Chiefs always find a way to make it to the playoffs, and we go to the Super Bowl. That's just what we do, and I will stand pat on that. But so during that time, he got 13 carries for 37 yards. Now, Pacheco really we didn't see that Pacheco that we're used to seeing. And a lot of people say he runs angry, and when people see him run the football, his feet hit the ground. And so we saw a decreased role when he came back, and it made sense why. He wasn't fully healthy. We were probably seeing a 65%, maybe 75% Isiah Pacheco. And really, he had somebody that came back to the Kansas City Chiefs in Kareem Hunt, who really, it was an exciting time. It was something that really the Kansas City Chiefs fan base was extremely excited about. And also on top of that, Kareem Hunt really did not go to a training camp for any team. So he was fresh coming off of his seasons with the Cleveland Browns, and now he came to the Kansas City Chiefs and really kind of took over that lead back role when Isiah Pacheco was hurt. And so we're going to see kind of really a difference. So in 2022 and the 2023 season, he averaged 4.9 yards per carry, and in the 23 season, he had a respective 4.6 yards per carry. So obviously, we weren't seeing that full Isiah Pacheco like I stated last year, and they really kind of indicated that his explosiveness that we're used to seeing wasn't there. Everybody saw that. He didn't have that lateral movement that we see out of him. One of the things with Isiah Pacheco is you can almost say that he's a dual threat. He has that ability to run the football. He has the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and we've even seen him do some special teams. So in a way, you could almost say he has the ability to do all three. So his carries and overall production were limited in the postseason. Kareem Hunt receiving a larger share of the touches at the times, especially in the red zone. So some of the things we're going to talk about really are the difference. I mean, really the difference in what we saw. So he was drafted as a 7th-round pick out of Rutgers. His rookie year, which was 2022, he played in 17 games for the Kansas City Chiefs, where he rushed for 830 yards. Like I stated, he averaged 4.9 yards per carry during that time, and he rushed for 5 touchdowns. He also had 13 receptions, and to go with that, it was 130 receiving yards. He actually did not have any receiving touchdowns during that time. But now we're going to talk about his sophomore year, which was 2023, which he played in 14 games for the Kansas City Chiefs. We really kind of saw a little bump in the rushing yards. He had 935, almost eclipsing that 1,000-yard mark. He did average 4.6 yards per carry, rushed for 7 touchdowns, 44 receptions, 244 receiving yards, and also had 2 receiving touchdowns. So I think really when you kind of break that down, if you look at it even from a fantasy perspective, that sophomore year was a very good one for him. And I think, too, really how the structure of the offense works for the Kansas City Chiefs and how Andy Reid really kind of dials the passing game. It's nice to see Pacheco get those stats. Now, like I stated previously, that injury year, which was last year, he really didn't have those types of numbers. And again, it makes sense. When you have a serious lower leg injury for a running back, I'm sure the time it takes to rehab, the time it takes to really kind of build that confidence back. You have to be able to be shifty. You have to have that lateral movement, and you have to be able to explode and hit the hole. And really, we're kind of seeing that now in training camp. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about what we're seeing at training camp currently. Now, Isiah Pacheco, anytime you're seeing clips of him, which we're going to show a few here, Pacheco is running angry, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing this Isiah Pacheco, the number 10 that we're used to seeing on the Kansas City Chiefs football field at Arrowhead. We're seeing him hit the hole. We're seeing him run angry, like I stated. But we're also seeing him get bombs from Mahomes for 50 yards. But I think what you're also seeing is that burst, that explosiveness is back. He's really kind of maybe upticked a little bit of that speed going from north to south or south to north, however you say it. But we're also seeing more of a lateral movement as well. So I'm super excited about Isiah Pacheco and what this season holds. And again, like I stated, I truly believe that we're going to see almost like a resurgence of Isiah Pacheco. And I think that's why I truly believe that he could be the comeback player of the year for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think really what that does for this offense. So we're going to kind of dive in now into really kind of breaking down this Kansas City Chiefs offense. I mean, we really kind of established the wide receiver room. We have Rashee Rice. We have Xavier Worthy. We draft Jalen Royals. We have Juju Smith-Schuster. There's obviously a battle for, lower receivers. But we're really seeing that wide receiver room get established. You're looking at about 4 tight ends led by Travis Kelce. Noah Gray has been absolutely putting on a show. And then you have a few others that are kind of bringing up that back end. Robert Tonyan, a very seasoned veteran, and then a few others. I just think that this is a very, very deep offense led by probably in my generation, the greatest quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. I'm just super excited that he's a Kansas City Chief. That could also be another video just kind of talking about Patrick Mahomes. But I think how this offense is built, now we're going to kind of dive in and talk about really why I think it's important for Andy to establish the run. And I think really utilizing a fresh, resurgent type of running back in Isiah Pacheco, it's going to be very valuable because what that'll do is that'll open the pass game. That'll allow for us to really kind of run the RPO. We might even be able to bomb the ball deep to guys like Xavier Worthy and those types of players. And so I truly believe that it's going to be very valuable for Isiah Pacheco to come out and really kind of establish that dominance of the number 1 running back. The running back room currently sits as Isiah Pacheco, and this was based on the recent depth chart that was released, but Isiah Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, and then obviously the rookie we drafted this year in Brashard Smith out of SMU. And I think Brashard Smith will probably see more special teams, but has the ability to really be that break off, could catch the ball out of the backfield, has the ability to just absolutely explode and run for large gains. Could really see him have an uptick in yards per carry when his time comes. But you have a good quality running back room that is really going to help Isiah Pacheco. He's not going to always have to be truly relied on, but I think with that chip on his shoulder that we're seeing in training camp, he's really kind of speaking out and talking about how he's motivated and ready to roll for the season. We're seeing really kind of that rookie year type of Isiah Pacheco, and I could not be more excited for this offense, for Isiah Pacheco, and I'm just super excited. I cannot thank you all enough for watching this video. I appreciate it. Don't forget, if this is your first time visiting, obviously this channel, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you guys want to talk about Isiah Pacheco or anything about Kansas City Chiefs or really Kansas City sports, comment down below. And again, as always, have a good day.